Welcome to Reread, where I'm going through 3 short stories from the Ewoks Annual #2. It was a UK exclusive book that basically just had a bunch of their comic book reprints, like the best of the Ewoks. And then it came with 3 short stories. Yes, written stories. Now, they had pictures with them that went along with them, but it had short stories, which is really cool. This thing is incredibly hard to get. I do not even have a copy. I have a digital copy, but I don't have a physical copy. I don't think I have a physical copy. But anyway, it was only in the UK, and I wouldn't have cared about it if it didn't have those 3 short stories. Now, these stories are like just a couple of pages long, max, okay? They're like little children's book stories, but I wanted to go through each of these today. And I don't know if I went through these. I want to say I did. They're not on my timeline as of this video. They will be by the time this comes out. But I want to say I went through these already, but I didn't see them listed on my timeline. And I didn't put together my timeline. Someone else put it together for me, which they did a great job. Just, I think they missed this one. Anyway, the first one's called Chief Chirpa is Kidnapped, or Chief Chirpa Kidnapped. It happens on Halloween, which is why I know I've reviewed these, because I remember talking about this. So Halloween exists, but it's called Halloween. There's a apostrophe E-E-N at the end. And I remember that some of the Ewoks are dressed as like little ghosts or whatever. Anyway, Dulocs accidentally capture Chirpa. They don't realize they have him to the very end. And then when they realize they have him, oh, what should we do with him? Let's hold him for ransom. Let's eat him or whatnot. And then Wicked saves the day and saves Chief Chirpa. The next one is The Return of the Great One. Chukka from the movie is mentioned in this one, which I thought was really wild, because a dam has broken. I think the Dulocs did it, I don't know, but they're having to restore the dam, and Chukka the woodsman chops down some trees. Now remember, chopping down trees, we've learned in all the cartoons and the children's books, is bad. But when you've established that there is a axeman, you know, a lumberjack in the Ewok village, and there has to be, right? Because they use wood everywhere. So, you know, is Chukka an enemy of the Ewoks? Anyway, but it was fun to see Chukka, or read about him at least. This is outside of the movie, this is, I think, the only other mention of him in a story. So I think that's really fun. Oh, he may be in another comic book now that I think about it. But Chukka is in this. And after that, something happens, I can't remember what, but a beast rises from the earth, and Kanisha has to quickly, because Logre's not around, she has seen, I guess, a shrinking, maybe after she shrunk one time, Logre showed her the shrinking formula, or maybe she knows that little flower shrinks people. So anyway, she's making something to shrink the beast down to a small size, so the Great One will not be a danger to the Ewoks. And after a few missed tries, she tried to put something together and got it all wrong. I think she accidentally poured the water on 2 Ewoks. She tripped, and it stunned them. It didn't shrink them. So she said, oops, wrong formula. I don't think I'd trust Kanisha in the kitchen if I was them. But anyway, when she's finally getting it right, she tells Wicked and Tebow, stall him. And Tebow goes, stall him? What are we supposed to do? Play Monopoly with him? Yeah, because there's space Monopoly. Monopoly is in Star Wars. I don't come down too hard on these little children's stories, because they're made in the 80s, mid-80s. And no, this is during the Dark Ages just about now, and no one really cared. So Monopoly being mentioned in Star Wars, I'm fine with that. And they do shrink the beast down. Everyone's okay. The last story is called The Ice Princess. Kanisha, poor Kanisha, she gets bitten and scratched by everything, right? So many bad things happen to her. Well, this time she's bitten by an ice beetle. It freezes her, but before she gets completely frozen, Tebow and Wiccan must find a fire plant, of course, because fire beats ice. They're captured by frost giants, but when they're trying to attempt to get the fire flower, but when they help the frost giants defeat a deadly firebird, the frost giants go ahead and show them where the fire plants are. They can't touch the fire plants, but they let the Ewoks have one to cure the princess, who's like, you know what? Let's move away somewhere, because indoor is a dangerous place. Yeah, I've been shrunk. I've been poisoned by a nightshade plant. I just stepped on it. And I got bit by an ice beetle just out of the blue. It wasn't my fault. What a dangerous place indoor is, right? But anyway, overall, the stories, they're fine. They're short. I'm not sure if you can get them on Joe's site. I'm pretty sure you could. But you can check StarWarsTimeline.net to see. They're fun. like I said, do you have to track down UK Annual issue 2 to get it, Ewoks Annual 2? No, I didn't. I know I just have a digital copy now that I think about it, but I'm not going to track down, you know, a UK comic book for just 3 little short stories that you can easily download and read on your own time. They're only like 6 pages total together if you put all the words down and skip all the pictures. But overall, they are fun. It was really fun to read these again, just because, like I said, Chirpa Kidnapped. Ooh, didn't know he was in it. All right, folks, that's all for now. See you next time.